Hello, today we're going to talk about equipment maintenance. In our field, we've got all kinds of different equipment that we need to use on a daily basis, and we need to be able to kind of manage that and make sure it's maintained and do all the things that we need to do there. Um, we're able to manage that right within our system. A lot of people have kind of separate little Microsoft Access little databases or Excel spreadsheets they use to maintain these systems, and it's uh, a lot of extra work for folks to kind of do that if they don't have tools that are fully integrated with what's going on a day-to-day basis. Everything has to kind of be separate, and it's just a lot of extra headache that we'd like to be able to avoid and still have good records of doing our maintenance that's required for audits. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So we're in our resources, and here's where we kind of keep our equipment. As we always say, we put information about our resources that we want to put in the system once and reuse over and over again. So here we've got our equipment segment of our resources, and we've got civil equipment, and we've got computers and surveys. Some of the stuff is more important than others, but we've got the things that we need here. And of course, as always, you can turn these things off. Uh, as far as the classifications that we've got here, we think we've got a pretty good start. But these nomenclature and the way you name things belongs to you. We can change those. We can turn things off and on. If there's parts of these resource lists that you don't really need and are getting in the way, we'll turn those off for you. Um, but we've got, burn off ovens, lab equipment. The density gauges are obviously important. And of course, each one of these types of equipment will have lots of different types of inputs. A new gauge has lots of properties that we can record for that new gauge. Obviously, these go right into reports as we use these particular new gauge for doing the things that we need to do. And also, we want to be able to maintain this equipment. And of course, as we are using the larger pieces of equipment like pickup trucks, they are assigned to a particular individual, and we always kind of can go know exactly who's assigned to this particular piece of equipment, and how that kind of works. We'd like to be able to also uh, track work that's done in order to maintain and keep these pieces of equipment certified, calibrated, and ready to use. And all of that needs to be tracked and documented. So we make that very easy to do. And in our system, of course, when you actual work that needs to get done, we just do over here in projects. And for maintaining our equipment, we just use general administrative project within our system. And we have different tasks within the general administrative work that we do. And of course, one of those things is vehicle repair and maintenance. So we have, different assignments that we can pull up, and anytime work needs to get done, administrative staff can assign a particular type of work that needs to be done. If there needs to be an oil change, fine, we assign that to a particular person, and it'll show up on his to-do list, and he needs to go get an oil change and do the work that he needs to do. He can go in, scan in the work report, get all the information, and do what he needs to do. Tire rotation, repair report, accident report. If there is an accident, of course, it's a little bit more involved. So you need to get, scan in a police report. You need to have some photographs of the work that needs to get or the damage that was done, so that you can document that for um, all of the liability issues that might come up in those situations. Tire change, they might even have to do a daily mileage report just to keep track of mileage. Some people do bill by the mile. Some organizations just need to track the mileage on a separate assignment. So we have a lot of flexibility on how you want to, manage the mileage on your equipment. Of course, we've got lab equipment. We can do certifications, get repair reports, damage reports, shop time reports, all the types of things that you'd like to be able to do there. We've also got on the dashboard, we've got reports, truck usage analysis report. Got that up and running here. Each of our different pickup trucks, we can mileage, who's using them, all the different things that we'd like to know about a pickup truck. There's a couple other things that we do there. Calibration reports. Here's all of the different pieces of equipment that are out there. This is NDE. We've got civil reports that do the same thing. And critical items are, when does the calibration expire? And it turns red if we're getting within 30 days of when that needs to have some action done. So if you got somebody just runs this once a month, and if there's a piece of equipment that needs to be maintained or calibrated, we can get the assignment sent out to the folks that do that, and get everything done relatively short order. And anyway, that's kind of a few of the little tools that we have to maintain equipment, and hopefully they're helpful and can provide a little bit more efficiency within your organization. Thanks a bunch, and we'll see you.